Hey, you YouTubers and knife nuts out there, New Jersey Devil Tactical bringing you another knife review this evening. Tonight we're going to be looking at the Camillus Titian folding knife. And I'll give you some specifications on this, get that shit out of the way. Alright, this is, like I say, the Titan, and this is a folding knife. This is made with a unique carbonitride titanium blade. This blade is supposed to be 10 times harder than the regular steel and stays sharp longer, I guess because of that process. Your knife comes with a carbon fiber handle, and it does feel really nice. It's kind of smooth, but and it fits in your hand real nice, and it stays in your pocket real nice. Like I say, it's a manual folding knife, and the blade style is the Warncliffe style, block hollow. It's a black hollow ground blade, and it has your dual thumb studs on there. Let me show you. Dual thumbs. The blade length is 3 1/4. All right. Not showing the blade thickness, but ain't too damn thick. I'd say it's maybe, I don't know, about 3/8 maybe, a little less than 3/8. We'll go with that. And it has your Japanese All-State steel with the carbonitride titanium treatment. The open length is 8 inches. Closed length is 4 1/4. And I guess you probably get about a Rockwell harness out of this, probably around 56 to 58. Should be adequate for this. It's a nice knife. I guess the weight on it, this is a guesstimate. It's light. I mean, it's really light. I don't think this thing goes over 4 ounces. For being a knife that big, it's light. Really light. The pocket clip is only right side, tip down carry. Can't change it around. You either like it or you don't. That's the way it is. Tip down carry. And it doesn't carry real far down into your pocket. There is a little bit exposed there, which I don't give a shit about if anybody knows I have a knife or not. It's no big deal to me. It's their problem, not mine. I carried this knife off. Well, I did a review earlier. I was carrying the Opportunist, and I would switch off every other day with this one here, the Titan and the Opportunist. And I'll tell you, this thing carried real well in my pocket. I hardly knew it was there half the time, being so light, and didn't have any problem with it at all as far as carrying. It's a through and through construction. Stainless steel liners, liner lock. I mean, it's nice. I mean, I'm a big fan of Camillus, I was a big fan of Camillus before the other company bought them out, and hell, I can't remember what other company bought them out. I don't know if it's Benchmade or what company it was. It might have been Benchmade. But this knife here it's produced in I think it's China or Japan. Let's see where it's produced. Should say made in, I think it says made in China. 1 and 4, or no, it's Japanese, so it's got to be made in Japan. So it's a Japanese blade. But the knife came to me sharp. It was sharp when I received it. There was no complaints about the sharpness. And I'm sorry, guys, I can't show you a sharp test tonight. In my other video, I explained that I had my shoulder operated on yesterday. Had my rotator cuff worked on, and so I got a sling on my right arm. And to be safe, you need 2 fucking hands to do a cut test. I ain't Houdini where I'm going to throw a piece of paper up and so many pieces come down. So I guess you guys are gonna have to take my word. It is sharp. You know, and I also resharpened it after that. You know, I put it across my sharp maker a few times, and it's shaving sharp. So you know, so I can't show you the cut test, but it is what it is. So anyway, like I say, it comes with the stainless steel pop clip on one side. You could also use this knife if you want to take it out as a secondary knife camping. You know, I don't see any problem with that issue. I didn't take it out camping or doing any hunting or bushcraft with it. To me, this is just an EDC knife. I carry this around as an everyday carry, and that's what I would suggest to do with it. And like I say, it has the black blade. It's got a decent coating on there. It's a painted coating, so I can't tell you how long that shit will stay on there. You know, but I did cut some boxes with it, and you know, some paper and shit like that. You know, before I had surgery, and there's no damage to the blade at all. So you know, it's a lot better paint than you get on those damn K-bars and you know, the other cheap knives out there. You know what I mean? To me, a Camillus is a little better quality knife than your K-bars and, you know, your cold steel. Man, a cold steel really sucks for edge wear as far as their paint they put on there. I tell you, it really, cold steel sucks as far as coating. So, alright, so anyway, you know, what would I rate this knife at a scale from 1 to 10? I give this knife a solid 7, you know. Solid 7 all day long. You know, some people might not like there's a shiny coating on there. And it's a little slippery, but, you know, it fits in the hand nice, you know. This is my left hand. I'm a right-hander, but it fits in the hand nice. You know, no complaints how it fits. I mean, solid lockup, no blade play, up or down, sideways. It's just a solid lockup, you know. Gotta have a little special tool there. You don't get the special tool with the knife. You know, but you can pick them up at any hell, you probably go down to your local hardware and pick that tool up if you have to. If not, you can find it on the internet somewhere or order from Camillus. So, but you know, the blade comes out nice. I'll try to do a left-handed demonstration here. I am right-handed, but let's see if I can do this shit without cutting myself. There's a solid lockup, you know. And it is stiff yet, you know. I'm still working it out. You know, it's still a new knife. It's still stiff, but man, this surgery's got me all messed up here, and you know, it's got to be worked out more, guys. So, but it's nice, very solid knife. I mean, that knife will last you for years and years. If you'll take care of it, it'll take care of you. So, like I said, I rated it a 7, and if I ever lost it, would I buy another one? Absolutely. You know, absolutely, I'd buy another one. Well worth it. I think I paid like anywhere between 30 and 40 bucks for this knife. So, I mean, it's well worth it for a good All-State blade. You know, definitely it's worth it. It's a value, you know. For what you're paying for this knife, you're getting a very good value for the cost. I mean, to me, you can't go wrong with a Camillus. I have some older Camilluses, and they're excellent also, you know. Do I see a big difference between the old Camillus and the new Camillus? Not really. You know, I can't tell you that there's really a big difference between quality between the old Camillus company and the bought out one now. So, and if you guys are sure, I'm not really sure who bought the company. I think it was Benchmade. If you know who bought the company, leave it in the comment box and clue me in. You know, I don't know everything about knives. You know, I don't know who buys out who and shit like that. You know, but leave it in the comment box. I'm interested. You know, in case I'm not right about Benchmade. So, so anyway, guys, you know, I just want to bring you another video. Show you this Camillus I picked up, and you know, it's a nice knife, and go out there and get yourself one. You know, you won't be disappointed. You know, I recommend this knife. And I don't get no kickbacks from Camillus or anybody. You know, I recommend this knife for anybody looking good for a good EDC carry. You know, so. Alright guys, if you guys have any questions about this knife or any of my other knives, you leave it in the comment box. You know how it works. I'm not glad to answer any of your questions with what I know. You know, I'm just like everybody else out there. You know, I'm teachable. You know, I can never say that I know everything about knives. You know, you can't say that if you're always learning. You know, and that's, you know, that's what I'm about, learning more and more about the hobby that I enjoy. You know, collecting knives and using them every day. You know, so. So anyway, you know, please subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I thank my subscribers for subscribing. And you know, and I'll keep putting out these videos because I enjoy doing it. You know, I enjoy showing you my collection of knives, and if you just seen my my unboxing, I had a big 13 unboxing, 13 different knives, and I hope you guys had the opportunity to watch that. And so I got a lot more knives to review, and I got so much more gear to review. And man, I just started, you know, with the stuff that I have to review. There's so much, I had so much shit in my office that you wouldn't believe it. So, alright guys, you have yourself a good evening, good day, where the fuck you're at, and, you know, I'll catch you on the flip-flop, and keep coming back, and I'll keep producing them, and we'll have a good time together, and I'll see you guys. Alright, later. Bye.